Okay. Hey guys, this is Josh here with Photo Booth International. I'm so excited to bring on Jesus Checo from Checo Photo Booths. He's doing some amazing stuff in New York. It's New York, right? Or
New York, New Jersey area. Yep.
yeah, New Jersey area. So he purchased a photo booth from us. How long ago? 3 months? 4 months?
I believe it was sometime in April, May. So right
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you flew down here. We met. You looked at the photo booth, and you liked everything. And then we got your booth produced and shipped out to you. And I've been watching you pretty closely online, and you've been doing some amazing stuff. The video that you made from recently that you just posted about your company, and that came out really good. Did you actually do that, or you had someone do it for you?
Thank you. Yeah. Um, One thing about me is I don't really have that eye to do those kind of videos.
Right.
So just asking around. Hey, who knows how to do what? And next thing you know,
Right.
I found someone that I happen to know very closely that was able to make that video for me.
Oh,
He made it
nice, nice.
happen.
Cool. Well, yeah, not to deviate, but anyway, so yeah, tell everybody who you are, where you're from, your website, and kind of go from there. A little bit of background, but how you got started and what made you look into the photo booth business.
Yeah. So my name is Jesus Checo, hence the name Checo Photo Booths.
Mhm.
Kind of, believe it or not, took me a while to think of the name just because I was trying to think of other things, and then obviously it came to me that my name kind of kind of stuck out. So I said, let's go with Checo Photo Booths. Based out of Bayonne, New Jersey. I started to look into photo booths only because of the fact that I was intrigued with the I don't want to say the party life because I don't want to make it seem like I was part of the party, but I would always go to parties, whether it was a wedding, whether it was a birthday, a sweet 16, a baby shower, and I would always say it'd be nice to be a part of what happens here, a part of the staff per se,
Mhm.
because they get to enjoy it with the guests. And I said to myself, what kind of you know what kind of business can I get into where I don't have it in me to be a decorator or a cake designer or anything like that.
Right.
So I started looking at photo booths as an option for me to grow within the industry. And
Mhm.
next thing you know, it just occurred to me that maybe I should start a photo booth company. Um, so the name of the photo booth company, Checo Photo Booths. Here's my logo here.
Yeah, I like it. I
And
like it a lot.
yeah, thank you. Um, as you said before, I flew down to Texas to kind of meet you and
Mhm.
see it in person before making the actual purchase. But I mean, overall, it was one of the best decisions I made. It was definitely a good decision for me to fly down there, not because I needed to, because I felt that once I flew out there and came back, I said I probably didn't even need to go. But I was
You
definitely
wanted to
glad I
see me,
did it because
man. Come on.
I was able to see you guys. I was able to meet you guys. But
Yeah.
overall, I mean, I did it because you sometimes you're leery of
Yeah.
what can potentially happen. But
Right.
after I did it, I said to myself, you know what, these guys are great. I didn't even need to really go down there. But at the end, I was just happy that I was able to meet you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It was cool. It was good to have you down here. Um, So I really like the way you came up with your name. It does take some time. A lot of people struggle with that, but it's something that's gonna be with you for the entire career of your business. And so I like that you use your name in there. So one question that kind of came up while you're doing that. So like the way you designed, did you design the logo or you had someone do it?
No, I had someone do it.
Okay. So tell me your thought process about that, because I see a lot of people starting off, right? And they want to try and do everything on their own. And, that's a noble thing to do. But, myself, I'm not, a graphic designer. I have, my guy that, makes the logos and all that
Right.
stuff, right? And so it's important to focus on your strengths and let somebody else, do the other things that you're not so good at. So why'd you go with that decision versus trying to do something on your own, like in Word or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you just brought up a good point. Knowing your strengths
Hmm.
is basically what my motto was at the time. I knew that I wasn't a graphic designer. I knew that I didn't know anything about businesses in general. I mean, I've never ran a business before. I've never
Hmm.
had a business on my own.
Hmm.
All I have is me.
Hmm.
I'm a people person. I'm a good customer service person, and that obviously leads me to be a good people person. I can speak to people, and I'm a kind. I believe I'm a kind person, and that's all you can do
Hmm.
is treat people well.
Hmm.
And that's what I have. But I don't have the eye to be a graphic designer.
Right.
I didn't have the knowledge of the photo booth business. So
Right.
so yeah, for me it was more about let me concentrate on what I'm good at, and let someone else
Exactly.
bring me their side of the world, and help me with that. Such such as the reason why I decided to go with Photo Booth International with you guys, because I could go and buy a photo booth in New York, and I didn't have to, catch a plane. But
Right.
at the same time, was anyone else able to offer me the support that I'm able to get from
Right.
Photo Booth International, even though I'm long distance? And the answer to that was no. I mean, it was really hard for me to find anyone that was closer to me that was comparable to what you guys can offer, based on the support aspect, especially.
Hmm. Awesome.
Um,
Well, thanks for
and yeah,
that.
and that's yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So has it been a good investment for you overall, starting a photo booth business?
I mean, it's. I
Look at
mean,
that smile. Look at that smile. Look at
I
that
don't have to
smile.
tell you something. I mean, you already know this. For me,
Yeah.
uh, I wanted to get into a business where I didn't necessarily have to go out and rent out a storefront.
Right. Exactly.
For me, it was big. I mean, I still have a full time job. I do the photo booth part time, which it's developing into something. I kind of wanted it to be bigger, and that's what's happening. I put my mind to it, and it's becoming what I want it to become. But at the same time, I didn't want to start up a business where I had a really high overhead, and I said
Right.
to myself, what could that be? And obviously, the photo booth business is what came to mind. And the good part about it is, once that investment is paid, the rest is just gravy.
Right. Right. And you're making, did you finance your photo booth or you purchased it outright? Can't remember.
No, I purchased it outright.
Hmm. Okay. So you do a really good job at, when the other night I was on your Facebook page and you were posting the GIFs and stuff on there. What's your approach to it as far as, some people, they get into it and they may not use all of the features and stuff like that on the software, but like, how do you break through that? Because you said you've never started a business before, right? And so um, I like the effort that you put into it, because that alone separates you, you know, by a lot from the competition and what other people are doing. So tell me your mindset of how you go and you approach these things, like using the GIFs and making the video and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my mindset is basically set on, hey, let me display quality over
Right.
quantity. I do try to stay consistent with, social media,
Hmm.
Instagram, Facebook, and all with posting. But I wanna be able to post quality content, versus quantity.
Hmm.
I want the I want my potential clients or my existing clients to understand that this is what they could potentially be receiving at their event.
Hmm.
And I also then choose to display different varieties of the features of the photo booth, right? So
Right.
whether it's a regular photo booth shot, whether it's a boomerang video, whether it's
Hmm.
a GIF, whether it's a black and white picture, whether it's the different backdrops that I offer. I always want to mix it up and change it up and stay current, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Like you said, how many photo booth companies are there out there, especially in my area as well, just like in
Hmm.
the Dallas area. I'm in the New Jersey, New York, metropolitan tri-state area, and that there's 50 to 75 photo booths,
Right.
companies, and all the DJs, have their own photo booth company, so you're competing with them too. So you just want to show your client that
Hmm.
you have, you know, really good content and you really have good quality service.
Right. Um, so how did you, how's the business impacted your life so far?
So for me, it kind of you know it kind of brings me back down to where I was before the business and where I am now. Um, the business has not necessarily given me, you know, financial freedom per se right now, right? Because I'm just starting, but
Right.
it has already brought me to the point where because I'm working closely with, friends and family, when it comes to the support, when it comes to any technicalities, anything. I recently hired an attendant, and sure enough, it happens to be my brother that I hired.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Yeah.
he bears the same last name, so in his mind, also his, and I
Yeah,
love
nice.
that about it. So the point I'm trying to say is the point I'm trying to get to is it's gotten me closer to my loved ones.
Right.
The fact that we've been able to work closely with it, it's brought us to a point now where we're working closely, we're speaking to each other every day, and we're just having a great time doing it. So that's
Right.
how it's changed my life because I'm having a blast while doing it,
Right.
and it's gotten me
Exactly.
closer to the ones that I love. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's the hidden secrets of starting a business. No one really tells you about that. Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, the people that you make, the friends that you make, the places that you get to
Exactly.
go to, they don't really talk. I mean, my life, like all the friends that I have now and places where I've gone to, I mean, we've got booked to go. We've been to New York to do a trade show there. We got to go to Las Vegas, to Atlanta, so we get to travel with the photo booth, and you'll get there once you start picking up those corporate clients. But those side
Right.
benefits, and once you build your name, and you just get to meet some really really cool people that will change your life, and if you meet that right person at the right time, they can provide you with a lot of business. And so
Yeah.
I'm glad that you getting your family
I'm
involved. I
loving the
mean,
process. I'm
yeah.
loving the process. That's what it's about. It's I see where I'm going and I want to get there eventually, but so far I'm loving the process.
Right. Yeah. Whenever I was first starting, I mean, we hired my friends, my cousins. I think my parents went and did one for me one
Hey,
time.
yeah,
I
sure, go
mean,
for it.
when the gigs are coming in, you got to have people to work it. So, you got to
Hey,
count on your
you're not
family
gonna you're
first.
not gonna say no. You're not gonna
Yeah.
say no. We're not available. We gotta
Right.
figure it out.
Right. Exactly. Commit first and figure it out later. So that's
That's
good to hear. Nice. So, let's see what other questions here that I have for you. Let's see. So you said you've never started a business before, right? This is your first one?
that's correct.
Okay. So tell me about the training and stuff that you got from, because we sell to a lot of people who've never started a business before, and so we specialize our training and the PBI University and the contracts and all that stuff. Has that going through the training and getting all those documents and stuff, has that made you feel better and more confident about the decision and how you are as a businessman?
Tremendously, tremendously. I would let me just say I'm not gonna mention any pricing, but to go to an attorney and to try to figure out a contract and all the wording and everything, the fact that you were able to just, hey, I'm just gonna throw that in there in the PBI, university. I mean that's huge. That was a tremendous weight off my shoulders that I could go in there, and basically copy the contract, um, all of basically everything that you have to offer in the PBI University. I've had to use at some point, and I've been using it. Just it isn't something that you put out there that isn't going to is not going to be. I'm sorry. I guess that's a double negative, right? I want to make sure everybody understands. You know, you're the support that you're giving, and I want to actually thank you as well for that because without that, I would have maybe figured it out, but I would probably not get to where I'm at this soon
Right.
without your support. That's
Awesome.
basically what I want to get to.
Well, you're welcome, man. It takes a lot of work to put all that stuff together, but
No,
I'm glad
I
to hear it.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate it.
that's good. So do you have any advice for someone looking to get started or that's on the fence, or maybe they're in a job that they don't like, or they may be in a financial situation and looking for an opportunity, and let's say they maybe tried Amway or Herbalife or Melaleuca or you know, sign me up and sign up 3 people, those type of deals, or like you want to offer some advice for those people?
Yeah, it's funny because you mentioned these fast way out as their pictured deals,
Right,
and
right.
you know what? At the end of the day, is do you love what you do, right? Do you love what you do? Um, you may think of certain things to do or to figure out just because they're the fast way out, and then you may not love it. So that's what you got to think of. As far as people that are on the fence about buying a photo booth, I gotta say, if you already have that, if you already have a photo booth in your mind, if you already have a photo booth business in your mind, and you're on the fence about it, well, you're halfway there. The other part that's probably keeping you from doing it is this going to work out for me? Um, you kind of just have to, go out and do it. The fact that you thought about a photo booth is because there's the potential there for you to, enjoy it and get into it, such as the way I've enjoyed it in these last, few months that I've had the booth. Um, you'd be in great hands. That's basically what I have to say. You'd be in great hands. I knew nothing about a camera. I knew nothing about making a website about. I mean, forget about it. There was a picture the other day that was posted on Facebook, and it was a great catch from you that you pointed out. It was a picture of someone had this really nice setup, and their flash was backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so these are the kind of things that, okay, mistakes are going to happen. You're going to have issues at your events, but it's the support that you offer that has gotten me through it, and will be able to get anyone else through it.
Yeah.
Your promptness in getting back to your clients, whether it's through email, through someone just putting up a post on Facebook with a question in the Facebook group. I mean, that's just awesome. The way that you can just go back in there, you personally go in there and answer people's questions. I get that you're not there 24/7, but you do chime in pretty quickly. I would have to say, and you help us
Yeah.
out.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So what Jesus is referring to is our Facebook group, our customers, the PBI family. So we're getting close to 300 strong in the group, growing every week, and yeah, you get access to that and having that support. Because like as an entrepreneur, you end up being on an island, by yourself. But knowing you have this group of people who have, it's just starting out, where they just may be right where you are, or they're 6 months down the line or 12 months down the line. I mean, we're all in there rubbing shoulders and helping each other out. So it's a really, really supportive group, and I'm glad you got you getting that out of it. And it's always going to be like that, because we're really strict about no negativity, and keeping it positive, and offering value in there. So I'm glad that you offer that.
And the rest of the members too. I just gotta mention the rest of the members are awesome. I mean, when I tell you that we pitch ideas to each other on the group. We support each other. We post pictures of our last event, and we honestly feel that we're all in the same, after the same. I don't know how to explain it. It just, obviously, I'm not part of their business, but at the same
Yeah,
thing. We're in the same business. It's as if we were a real family.
yeah, Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. I love to hear that. That was the whole goal from the vision from the beginning. So I'm glad that that's what you got out of it. So well, we appreciate you taking the time to share everything. And where can people find you online?
So we are at Checkoff Photo Booths with an S at the end.com.
Okay, and then your Facebook.
Same thing at Checkoff Photo Booths.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah,
So
check him out.
Instagram,
And then that video that you have, did you put that on your website yet?
it is on the website as well. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go check out his video and look at the quality and the way it's done. It's done perfect. I mean, I couldn't have done a better job myself. Like it's awesome. That's
Me
really
either.
good. I was really impressed with it. That's the type of quality that it takes, and the effort and the initiative, and asking around. I mean, did you pay for it, or how much was it?
No, again, it was happened to be a friend that
Wow. See?
was helping me out,
Right.
and we're in the same industry, so I was able to pass on the favor to him, and we help each other out.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so didn't even have to pay for it, but it's going to bring you a ton of business, because when people go to your website, they're going to see that they know exactly what they're getting, and so I'm really happy with it, man. I'm proud of you. I like to see that when I'm like, that's exactly what what it needs to be. So thanks for setting the standard, raising the bar. Check out his website and his Facebook page. He posted the GIFs the other day. Look at the quality, look at how he's posting. Even on Instagram, you're crushing it on Instagram. What's your Instagram? Tell the people.
It's also at Checkoff Photo Booths.
Checkoff Photo Booths. Yeah, I think. Let me pull it up here, because I was on it the other day. Yeah, man, you do a great job, dude. I mean, I don't even have any recommendations for you. Look at this. I mean, even better pictures than us. Like, how do you do this? Yeah, it's awesome. Go learn from him. We're gonna do a course on that. I mean, you got the little videos too. You got the IGTV going. You got your contact information. You're crushing it, man. Hats off to you. You're doing a really good job.
Appreciate
So, for those who are watching who got already has a business and you want to know how to improve it, I mean, just check out what this guy's doing. It's awesome. So thank you for your time. I will talk to you soon. Keep being successful. Let us know what we can do for you, and take care.
Appreciate everything you do for me. Thank you.
All right, thanks, man.